Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, which is the second of two episodes today, as will be for the foreseeable, is my recap of the Abbott Elementary Season 2 finale titled Franklin Institute, which was originally released on the 19th of April 2023, and I'm recording this episode about 2 years later on the 5th of June 2025. But before I get to that, please, as you will have noticed and kind of how it's going to work, is the morning episode will tend to be, unless kind of the order will tend to be a Big Finish episode, and then the episode in the afternoon will be TV. So like this morning it was my recap of Missy, Bad Influence, Missy and the Time Assassin. Obviously this afternoon it's Abbott Elementary Franklin Institute. And there is, before I get on to my recap as well, there is a playlist for all the Abbott Elementary episodes. Please go and check that out, which includes the pilot for season 1, yesterday's afternoon's episode where it was Abbott Elementary, what's it called, the season 1 finale, Zoo Balloon, as well as the first 9 episodes of season 4. So without further ado, here's my recap of Abbott Elementary Franklin Institute. So, Gregory answers a call to his dad. Gregory mentions Baltimore. Mr. Johnson believes Gregory is in the FBI. Gregory is surprised that Mr. Johnson wants to start a landscaping business. Janine asks Mr. Johnson his first name. Gregory believes Mr. Johnson is in a bad mood. We then have the title sequence. Janine asks Gregory what he packs for a sleepover. Janine reveals that he and Gregory have never had a sleepover before. Gregory surprises Janine by informing her that he has now watched Night at the Museum. Gregory mentions partaking all of Janine's film and TV suggestions. Melissa introduces her baseball bat to Ava. Both Ava and Melissa believe that Barbara has overpacked for the Franklin Institute sleepover. Melissa mentions the internet. A child asks Janine if they have arrived at the Franklin Institute, despite the school buses not arriving yet. Janine attempts to communicate with Maurice, who seems to just ignore her. Janine apologises to Maurice. Maurice believes Janine is selfish. Janine disagrees with this. A parent is trying to inform Gregory of their child struggling with sleeping, but Gregory is distracted by witnessing Maurice and Janine's conversation. Maurice explains why he believes Janine is selfish. Maurice reveals a time where he was selfish. Janine confesses to not wanting to hurt anyone else. Everyone arrives at the Franklin Institute. Gregory offers to hold a child's bag for them. Janine seems to ignore Gregory. A tour guide performs. Melissa insults Washington DC. Melissa is annoyed when she learns that the tour guide isn't from Philadelphia. Everyone explores the Franklin Institute. Ava believes aliens exist. Barbara warns Ava that she's already scaring some of the children. A child demonstrates a dance Gregory taught them. Gregory checks in with Janine. Gregory updates Janine with his plan for the summer holidays. Janine asks the child to share some specific equipment. Everyone starts setting up their beds for the night. Barbara wants to sleep somewhere private. The tour guide informs her where she can sleep. Jacob mentions his sleep paralysis. Gregory has a private conversation with Jacob about Janine. Jacob gets sidelined by his feelings towards Morton. Jacob learns that Janine and Gregory have already kissed. Jacob gives Gregory some advice. Jacob and Gregory bro hug. A child gives Ava a drawing of an alien. Ava explains why she paired Janine and Gregory together. Janine corrects Ava. together. Janine corrects Ava. Janine makes up an excuse to avoid having a private conversation with Gregory. Janine and her class join Barbara. Jacob asks Gregory about his conversation with Janine. Gregory and Jacob believe each other needs to relax more. Jacob mentions Zach and Diego Luna, who played the lead in Andor. Gregory attempts to communicate with Janine. Gregory confesses to having romantic feelings for Janine. A child mistakes Barbara for an alien. All the children scream. Ava asks Jacob to disarm Melissa. Barbara introduces the other teachers to her sleep machine as well as explaining as to why all the children started to scream. Ava asks the teachers to get the children back to sleep. Melissa checks in with Barbara. Barbara mentions her embarrassment. Janine confesses to her romantic feelings towards Gregory. Gregory and Janine mention when they started having feelings for each other. Gregory mentions Tariq. Janine mentions Taylor and Amber. Gregory also mentions Maurice. Janine reveals why her conversation with Maurice has impacted her so much. Gregory understands why him and Janine getting together right now isn't the right time or place. Gregory reassures a child. Jacob comforts Gregory. Barbara calms down her children whilst introducing her sleep machine to them. Someone thanks Melissa. The tour guide also thanks Melissa. Melissa doesn't like the idea of volunteering. Everyone leaves the Franklin Institute. Janine explains her decision to not get together with Gregory right now. Gregory compliments Jacob. Janine invites Gregory to join her and Jacob. Jacob gives the group of him, Janine and Gregory a nickname. Mr. Johnson informs Ava that he is leaving to work for Gregory's dad for the rest of the academic year. Ava reveals this will not happen, and Ava runs after Mr. Johnson. That is my recap of Abbott Elementary Franklin Institute, which was the season 2 finale. Now, in tomorrow morning's episode, I will be recapping. It's a big finish, I remember that, I just can't remember what it is. Torchwood, the boy who laughed. No, I've missed a word. Torchwood, the boy who never laughed. Here's the trailer.
Now, sit back and enjoy as St. Jude's Drama Club proudly presents The Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
From Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, the boy who never laughed.
Shh, here we go. Cue Tyler Steele. Before you start, I'm the real Tyler, yeah? I know who I am, so please do not go down that road. I'm Tyler Steele, and you're... whatever you are, you're someone else, okay? So you're gonna tell me who you are? Not yet. But I will, I promise.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. It is what it is.
I don't understand.
You're 16. You're not at school anymore. The child benefits stopped.
What, so you're kicking me out?
I've packed your bags.
You're kicking me out?
Stop pretending, Tyler! I really did try, you know. I told you I loved you, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. But things aren't what they are. We should never just accept that. Things can change. We can change. And I'm offering you the chance to change everything.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the trailer for Torchwood, the boy who never laughed, and I'm showing you that because in tomorrow morning's episode I am recapping Torchwood, the boy who never laughed. But back to this episode, let me know what you thought of the season 2 finale of Abbott Elementary titled Franklin Institute. If you watched it, my recap, if you didn't, could be your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else you want me to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps. Put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow morning UK time for my recap of Torchwood, the boy who never laughed. Goodbye.